Beautiful day in northern Italy with the majestic Alps providing our breathtaking backdrop. The Mole Antonelliana, for 130 years, has been the iconic landmark of the great city of Turin, or Torino, as the locals say here. Today, another celebrated symbol shares the spotlight. The Flame of Hope, completing its nearly 1,000-mile journey from Greece to the first capital of Italy. Soon it will arrive here at Anappi Arena, the largest indoor facility in the country, as we welcome a worldwide community, one that seeks more than anything else to be included. The bottom bowl of this arena, it's going to be filled up as we have the delegations come out. We cannot wait. Thank you for joining us as we open the opening ceremony here in Italy.
Let's welcome the incredible athletes of the Special Olympics World Winter Games 2025. Diamo il benvenuto agli straordinari atleti degli Special Olympics World Winter Games 2025. Special Olympics Hellas, Grecia. Special Olympics Hellas, Greece.
And the delegation comes in keeping to Olympic tradition. Jen, we begin with Hellas, which you probably know as Greece. The Flame of Hope for these games was lit on February 25th in the capital of Athens and brought to the Italian embassy there. It has since made its way through the Piedmont region, hosting these World Winter Games.
Special Olympics, United States of America.
And leading the delegation from the United States is Second Lady Usha Vance, marching in with her son, waving at the crowd and smiling, as is tradition at these World Games.
Special Olympics, Italia. Special Olympics, Italy.
And the host country hearing the loudest cheers, a delegation of 88, the last of the red button athletes, a star representing the host country. It's Sonia Secchi. The 35-year-old snowboarder has been with her sports club for 2 decades, which makes it seem like family, what it means to be a part of a team. She works in the kitchen of the major hospital in her home region, taking the bus on her own to and from work. Sonia says sports allow her to meet new people and new challenges every day.
I'm loving their outfits.
I'm with you. It's perfect, right? Blue is the theme of this event. The Italian team coming out, all decked out in blue, with those big hands waving to the crowd.
So cool. They are so excited.
As the Italian delegation takes their seats and we get ready for the second half of the program, just a reminder that this does not happen without 2,000 volunteers, 1,000 coaches and delegation officials, 100 youth leaders, 2,000 family members who came here early, filled the seats of the upper bowl, waiting for their athletes and coaches to fill the lower level, 500 plus media members who are hoping to share these stories all week long with their home countries, their home regions, and that, of course, just continues to spread exposure for the Special Olympics community. And that's why we're here.
Absolutely.
Sharing the messages of these games, the strength of kindness. The future is now, Kevin.
Now, the words of Eunice Kennedy Shriver, founder of Special Olympics, spoken at the 1987 Special Olympics World Games. Ora, le parole di Eunice Kennedy Shriver, fondatrice di Special Olympics, pronunciate agli Special Olympics World Games 1987.
You are the stars, and the world is watching you. By your presence, you send a message to every village, every city, every nation. A message of hope, a message of victory. The right to play on any playing field, you have earned it. The right to study in any school, you have earned it. The right to hold a job, you have earned it. The right to be anyone's neighbor, you have earned it.
What a message there. Of course, those words from the founder of Special Olympics, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, a pioneer in the worldwide struggle for rights and acceptance for people with intellectual disabilities.
You know, she grew up playing sports with her sister Rosemary, who had an intellectual disability, and the rest of her family, the brothers, of course, John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy. And that was emotional.
Yes, it was.
I felt myself
Powerful.
getting emotional listening to that and seeing the reaction from the athletes who said, you're right, we do deserve that.
The first International Special Olympics Games, they were held in Chicago in 1968. And here we are in 2025, live from Torino, otherwise known as Turin, the Sunshine Gospel Choir, welcoming the athletes as we continue the opening ceremony, Special Olympics, World Winter Games.
And now we welcome a dance troupe that is going to give an emotional performance inspired by the relationship between bodies and diversity. These performers will show why unity is so important in the world.
By the way, this is a unified partnership as well. Watching a very powerful and emotional performance from the Johann Bourgeois Art Company, as well as the Ultra La Quinte and Ensemble. A social association included dancers with intellectual disabilities and their educators. Again, this is a unified dance that we are watching on the stage. And Dana, this means so much to you. You were a unified partner in snowboarding. You also continue the unified concept as a cheerleader.
Yes, I am so excited, and this performance means so much to me because I perform with a unified cheer team at home in the U.S. in Wisconsin. It is the UW Wisconsin Stevens Point co-ed cheer team, and they treat me like I'm equal. They treat me like I'm important, and they do not judge me, do not bully me. It's amazing, and this is showing a pure example of what unified is all about.
And by the way, they've got a big meet coming up in Florida.
Yes, they do. They're going to nationals, and they're going to kick some butt.
How about that? Shout out to that entire crew. Well done. And thank you for everybody that is watching this to be a part of Unified.
And the symbolism you're seeing right now, guys, is the athletes with intellectual disabilities on the outside looking in. And you saw their faces, the emotion of being left out. That's what they're trying to convey here. How much more beautiful it all is, the performance and society, when we all come together, when we work together, when we coexist.
My first unified event was in 2013 at the World Games in Korea, and I never seen anything like it before. I was treated like I was normal, like I was equal, and that's the best feeling in the world as a person with special needs, because we don't get that every day.
Welcome to everyone. Un benvenuto.
Welcome to you all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited and proud to be here as president of the local organizing committee of the Special Olympics World Winter Games 2025. We are here to honor the 1,500 Special Olympics athletes from over 100 nations around the world. An entire city. An entire city has been waiting for you and is now ready to welcome you with open arms. On February 25, we went to Athens to light the Olympic torch, the flame of hope. From there, we flew to Rome, to St. Peter's for the blessing, and finally arrived in Turin, where the torch began across our region, Piedmont, a perfect name for winter sports, because it means at the foot of the mountains. The torch went into town halls, schools, bringing the Special Olympics culture of inclusion to everyone. Special Olympics is a great movement. It was founded by an extraordinary woman, Eunice Kennedy Shriver. And Special Olympics since 1968 has spread education and inclusion around the world. Everyone has rights to well-being, sport, and joy. So soon after its journey, the flame of hope will be here among us. I know that for you, athletes, the journey began earlier. I know that each one of you carried a spark of that flame within you, day by day, preparing and training. Flame of hope is the hope in everyday things, like a smile, a snowfall, a happy day. It is also the hope in something big, a welcoming community, a fair society, a peaceful world. You are the flame, athletes. Carry us around. We will be with you. The games are about to begin. Show the world your talent, your commitment and teamwork. Play to keep learning and growing. And we will cheer for you and learn. Now I wish to extend my greetings to the authorities and institutions present. I especially thank the Ministry of Tourism, the Ministry of Disabilities, who is present with us, Minister Alessandro Locatelli, whom I greet. And the Ministry of Sports and Youth. I thank the Piedmont region, the city of Turin, here represented by our mayor, Stefano Lorusso, and the Turin Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome Ms. Usha Vance, Second Lady of the United States of America. And welcome the President of the Republic of Poland, Andrzej Duda. And a big thank you to Tim Shriver, Tim Shriver, Chairman of Special Olympics International. And thank you to Mary Davis, CEO of Special Olympics International. And all the International Board of Directors. Thank you to all of you, and welcome.
Thank you, a special thank you to Angelo Moratti. President of Special Olympics Italy, and to the whole Italian board. And thanks especially to the entire local organizing committee and to the General Manager Mauro Di Gennaro and Francesca Sette. Thanks to the presenting sponsors, Coca-Cola, Toyota, Intesa San Paolo, and Fondazione Compagnia di San Paolo.
And a heartfelt thank you to the athletes. Thank you to their families and their teams. And thank you to the 2,000 volunteers. Grazie.
Thank you.
And to Molly, our mascot. Bravo, Molly!
Well done, Molly.
Chiudo. Crediamo
And I will
in
draw
un
to a
futuro
close by saying
che
that we
guardi oltre
believe in a future
limiti
that looks
e le
beyond
barriere.
limits and
E
barriers.
oggi
And
quel
today,
futuro è
that
qui.
future is
Grazie,
here.
thank you.
Thank you.
The chairman of Special Olympics International, Dr. Timothy Shriver.
Thank you.
È un grande onore accogliere un leader che ha dedicato la sua vita a promuovere l'inclusione e il potere trasformativo dello sport. Il presidente di Special Olympics International, Dr. Timothy Shriver.
Thank you. Grazie, grazie, molto grazie. Mayor LaRusso, President Duda, and especially Mrs. Duda. Second Lady, Ms. Vance, I want to thank all of you and all the distinguished leaders of the government here in Italy, from the national to the local to here in Turin, and to thank all of you for welcoming the Special Olympics movement here tonight. But I especially want to thank Gilmore Board for that extraordinary speech on behalf of all of the global messengers. Gilmore and his fellow messengers wear the name Sergeant Shriver, Global Messengers. That's our dad. And I want you all to know that tonight I am absolutely certain that my mom and dad are watching you from their perch in heaven, and they are so gosh darn proud and grateful to our athletes. So thank you. On behalf of the world of Special Olympics, our Chief Executive Mary Davis, our Board of Directors, on behalf of 6 million athletes, partners, volunteers, and supporters, on behalf of 150 countries, many of which are represented here, on behalf of over 50,000 events that are held every single year, every one a rebellion against the poison of exclusion and discrimination, I want to thank the people of Italy and the extraordinary organizers who have welcomed us to this country of great history, making history today. I want to thank Alessandra and Alessandro Palazzotti. I want to thank Mauro Di Gennaro. Yes, the Palazzottis. I want to thank Patrizia Sandretto. And I want to thank the great Angelo Moratti. Where's Angelo? Stand and wave. Where are you? Where are you? Athletes, you've made this great journey from many countries. We heard all the names over the parade. But when you come here, you can leave just for a moment your countries behind, because here you are in Special Olympics country. This is our own country. It is a country free of fear. It is free of contempt. It is free of exclusion. It's a country where everybody is welcome, no borders, no exclusion. This is your country, and we say to the world, welcome to the most loving and joyful country on earth. Now, Sometimes people ask me, what is the secret? What is the secret of the athletes of Special Olympics, especially now, in these difficult times? I think it's revealed in the oath that each of you has said many, many hundreds of times, especially in the words, "Let me be brave." I think today it's all about being brave. All of us here, look up athletes at these stands. There are doctors and teachers, there are law enforcement officers and coaches, officials and volunteers, partners. There are political leaders, business leaders, faith leaders. They all want to be brave like you. Can you imagine people looking down here and seeing for themselves, maybe for the first time, what it looks like not to be discouraged, but to be joyful in pursuit and brave in pursuit of your purpose, what it looks like to treat everyone with dignity, and that's bravery. what it looks like to be unafraid, to see in every other human being a gift and a creative force for the future. This is your gift, your moment to be brave, and we admire it. Moms and dads, mothers and fathers, grandparents, look at your athletes tonight. They are the envy of the world. So, if someone says, Gilmore, to you, or if someone says to athletes from Mauritania or from Saudi Arabia or from Italy or Germany or the United States, someone says to you, whose life does Special Olympics want to change? Here's how I suggest you answer. Yours. Yours. Mine. Everyone's life is in play here tonight. At these games, we don't ask for pity for our athletes. We ask for a change of heart from the world, coast to coast, north to south, and east to west. We ask for a change of mind, a change of practice, a change of employment, sports, education, early childhood, community living. We ask you to change your life, and I promise you, if you let these athletes rub off on you, your life will never be the same. So, athletes, we know gold medals matter. Anybody want to win a gold here tonight? Yeah. We know medals matter, silver medals matter, bronze medals matter too. We look forward to seeing you compete with everything you've got, trying harder than you've ever tried before, giving more than you ever thought was possible in these competitions. But above all, I ask you, people are watching. Be brave in every attempt. Be brave in how you treat your fellow competitors. They're here to bring out the best in you. Be brave in your kindness. And when you see all these volunteers from all over the country, give them the warmth and the hugs that only you can give. It takes bravery to be that open and that caring. Be brave to them. And where there is any kind of fear, be brave in sowing the seeds of love. Thank you, brave athletes of Special Olympics. Welcome, world, to Special Olympics country, home of the brave, home of the 2025 Special Olympics World Winter Games.
Jen, the Special Olympics flag now enters, proudly carried by 8 flag bearers, 4 Special Olympics athletes, and 4 Olympic athletes. It's more than a symbol.
This flag embodies the unity of sport, Kev, inclusion, the power to overcome any challenge. Let's welcome this flag with respect and pride.
So the athletes hand the flag over to a variety of military cadets. As our live coverage from Turin, Italy continues here on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus globally, the opening ceremony of the Special Olympics World Winter Games.
Special Olympic flag rises. As it ascends, we honor this moment with the Special Olympic Anthem. La bandiera degli Special Olympics si innalza. Celebriamo questo momento con l'inno degli Special Olympics.
The Special Olympics Anthem. The American conductor and composer, John Williams, of powerful film scores, including Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Home Alone, E.T., and so much more. And now, the Special Olympics Anthem.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, and especially the athletes, I declare the Special Olympics World Winter Games 2025 officially open.
Keep in mind, this is the first indoor opening ceremony in World Games history. Usually it's outdoors, and Dana was a part of it in Schladming just 8 years ago. And remember, it was raining, it was snowing, it was cold outside. Now we're indoors for these World Winter Games, and we're gonna get a snowfall. We can't wait to see this inside.
I can't wait to see the snowfall. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful.
Just another moving performance this evening, welcoming everyone to Turin as the Winter World Games are now officially open. It's going to create a magical atmosphere. And again, the performers with the word kindness on the back of their jackets, just reminding everyone what the priority is here at these games.
For our audience inside the arena, there's an LED screen that shows Turin's iconic landmarks, and they're covered in snow as they are revealed. And then as the melody unfolds, you'll see the snowfall gently spreading throughout the athletes' seating, and the marching band coming together along with the gospel choir, all building up. Here comes a performer, Mr. Rain, 33-year-old Italian singer, with this song, Superhero.
Ci salva ma si consuma. A volte chiedere aiuto ci fa paura, ma basta un solo passo come il primo uomo sulla luna. Perché da fuori non si vede quante volte hai pianto, si nasce soli e si muore nel cuore di qualcun altro. Siamo angeli con un'ala soltanto, riusciremo a volare solo restando l'uno accanto all'altro. Camminerò, non passo da te, e fermeremo il vento come dentro agli uragani. Supereroi come io e te, se avrai paura allora stringimi le mani, perché siamo invincibili, vicini, e ovunque andrò sarai con me. Supereroi, solo io e te, due gocce di pioggia che salvano il mondo dalle nuvole. Ci sono ferite che non se ne vanno nemmeno col tempo, più profonde di quello che sembra. Guariscono sopra la pelle ma in fondo ti cambiano dentro. Ho versato così tante lacrime fino ad odiare me stesso. Ogni volta che ho toccato il fondo tu c'eri lo stesso. Quando siamo distanti, ogni volta che piangi, piange pure il cielo. Non ho molto da darti ma ti giuro camminerò da te, e fermeremo il vento come dentro agli uragani. Supereroi come io e te, se avrai paura allora stringimi le mani, perché siamo invincibili, vicini, e ovunque andrò sarai con me. Supereroi, solo io e te, le gocce di pioggia che salvano il mondo, mi basta un attimo e capisco che ogni cicatrice puoi che mi basta un attimo per dirti che con te ogni posto è casa mia, perché siamo invincibili, vicini, e ovunque andrò sarai con me. Supereroi, solo io e te, le gocce di pioggia che salvano il mondo dalle nuvole. Grazie! Passo da te, e fermeremo il vento come dentro agli uragani. Supereroi come io e te, se avrai paura allora stringimi le mani, perché siamo invincibili, vicini, e ovunque andrò sarai con me. Supereroi, solo io e te, pioggia che salvano il mondo dalle nuvole.
Supereroi, a hymn to inclusion. Thanks, Mr. Rain.
It is one of the great traditions of Special Olympics, collecting the flame of hope from its ancient home. The flame burns brightly 365 days a year, representing a commitment to bring hope and light to those who may have none, wherever they may be in the world. Athletes, fans, and dignitaries all came to witness the ceremony before sending it south on foot. Then athletes and law enforcement officers from around the globe come together to begin the long 1,000-mile journey. It stopped in the Italian capital of Rome, where it was blessed at the Vatican. Then it traveled to the Alps, visiting the 3 towns where 5 of the 8 sports will be contested. The flame then traveled to Turin long enough to attend a soccer match with the world-famous hometown team, Juventus, before striking off again to visit several other northern Italian cities. The torch attracted large crowds wherever it went. Not to mention a ton of smiles. It's called the Flame of Hope for a reason. It definitely lights the way toward a more inclusive world. And tonight is the moment it takes center stage.
The Special Olympics Flame of Hope has arrived. The flame now enters the stadium carrying the energy and dreams of a global movement.
Now entering with the flame of hope are the officer, and that is Sean Cuddeback, a New York torch runner from Jefferson County.
He is joined by Alejandro Henry,
Now,
athlete from Italy.
With the flame of hope are officer Sean Cuddeback and athlete Alessandro Henry from the law enforcement torch run. They will pass the flame to our 9 athlete torch
They will pass
bearers,
the flame now to our
each
9
embodying
athlete
the
torch
strength
bearers,
of
each
spirit
embodying
and
the
spirit
strength
of Special
and the
Olympics
spirit
worldwide.
of Special Olympics
Ora fanno
worldwide.
il loro ingresso con la fiamma della speranza. L'ufficiale e l'atleta del Law Enforcement Torch Run, Sean Cuddeback e Alessandro Henry, che consegneranno la fiamma ai nostri 9 tedofori, ciascuno rappresentante la forza e lo spirito degli Special Olympics nel mondo. Rinaldo Burgener, Special Olympics, Switzerland.
They are passing the torch to Rinaldo Burgener from Switzerland. He'll be participating in cross-country skiing. Italy's neighbor to the north, Switzerland welcomes the athletes for the next edition of the World Winter Games in 2029.
You see the backdrop too. It looks like a wishbone. That's the outline of the Mole Antonelliana. It's a portal here inside the arena. The Mole Antonelliana is an iconic landmark of Turin, which is now a museum.
All of the athletes watching the relay recognize the significance of it. They have their cameras out, capturing the moment.
Ronaldo handing it off
Special Olympics
to the
Taipei
East
Chinese,
Asia region.
Chinese Taipei.
That is Su Chuan Su of Chinese Taipei, a figure skater. Sizable contingent for Chinese Taipei, the majority of them in the sport of snowshoeing. We'll have a unified sport experience this week. She's all smiles.
But she's also on a mission.
Yes.
Jesse Espinette and William Smith, Special Olympics Stati Uniti d'America, United States of America.
Jesse Espinette and Will Smith, members of the floorball unified team. We have mentioned the significance of unified sports. Floorball is a unified sport at these Turin World Winter Games, an inclusive sport bringing people together.
Special Olympics Bharat, India,
And representing
India.
the Asia Pacific region, Shivajali of Bharat, India. Alpine skiing. India is proud of its rich history at the World Winter Games, having amassed 167 medals, 73 of which are gold.
Special Olympics Bahrain.
Mahmoud Mohsen of Bahrain will be competing in snowshoe at these World Winter Games. A gold medalist in the 1500 meters from the 2023 Berlin Games. He will look to convert that speed from the track to the snow. So many athletes who are going from one discipline to another at these games. The dedication it takes to learn an entire new sport and then represent your country in the World Games is remarkable.
Special Olympics, Uruguay.
Representing the Latin American region, Tatiana Aranda of Uruguay. She will play floorball, one of 6 delegations from the Latin American region here with a team in floorball. She is wearing all the pins.
Victor Tambiri Lijembe, Special Olympics, Kenya.
Victor Nambiri Lijembe from Kenya, also participating in floorball. Special Olympics gave him the opportunity to be engaged and feel a part of society. Kenya was the first Special Olympics program in Africa. It was founded in 1978.
And Jen, here is the moment, representing the Europe-Eurasia region from the host country, that is Italy, is dance sport athlete Elisa Peruto. You can hear a pin drop in the arena. How about the powerful words she has said? She's dealt with external prejudice about my ability to dance and skate. The world of Special Olympics represents a revenge for all intellectual disabilities in society. And the cauldron is lit. At the end of its journey, the flame is used to light a specially made beacon inside the stadium, certainly representing hope and light for so many around the world.
And the pride that is just beaming from her face as she was such an incredible part of today's ceremony. The idea of feeling important and being important, Dana, that's something you can speak to, how these games make you feel like you're somebody.
Yes, when I came to these games, I finally felt like I was a part of something, like I was worthy, like I was a champion, and that's what all these athletes are feeling right now.